want? What you want? Come on. What you want?
What's going on, everybody? Pharaoh Black bringing you another video review. This time is of the Death Note figures by Figuto. If you're not familiar with Death Note, this guy here is Light Yagami, and this is his Shinigami Ryuk. Now, the company Figuto or I don't really know how you pronounce it. I'm thinking it's Figuto. It's Figutto. But I don't think they make minifigures. Must be, a pretty new company. Because Light is number 8 and Ryuk here is number 9. But anyway, if you don't know about Death Note, it's pretty much a horror manga. Also turned into an anime. It's about Light here, who finds, basically, let's start from the beginning. Ryuk here is a Shinigami, and in the Shinigami world, it's fucking boring. He has nothing to do, so he tricks another Shinigami into giving him his Death Note, which Ryuk just drops through the dimensional portal, or whatever you want to call it, onto Earth for someone to find, just to see, for shits and giggles. Light finds it, Light puts it to work. And basically what the Death Note does is, if you write anyone's name in the Death Note, they die. You can even get specific as to how they die and what time they die. Now, you have to know the full name, at least the first and the last. You have to know the first and last name, and you have to know exactly, you can't just write John Doe and everybody named John Doe falls dead. That's not how it goes. You have to be picturing the face. If you know what the guy looks like, or the girl or whatever, and you picture him, you write all the details and everything, bam, they're fucked. So that's pretty much what the manga is about. The anime or whatever. I mean, it's deeper than that. It's more characters, obviously, and everything else. But I'm not going to ruin it for you. If you've never seen it, you should check it out. Death Note. It's really good, man. It's an awesome series. I stumbled upon it by I had just moved, and I ended up watching Adult Swim. They used to bring the shit on there, and I mean, it was really good. So I had to get the figures. But enough talking, let's get into this. Okay, figures out of the package. Now, this is Light. Pretty much, I'm going to start with his articulation. Now, his head, get on this side. His head is able to move left to right and up and down at the top and at the bottom neck. So he has double articulation there. Makes good for some pretty decent poses. He has a top ab movement, and it really doesn't work that much. I mean, it goes good for left to right, but as far as like moving back and forth, it's very limited. He has the jacket on, so now as far as his arms go, he got full movement outward. Not a problem there at all. They move up and down, and what you want to do is that now it's on a double ball. Now, how you work the double ball is you can pull down on it, which gives it gaps. Now, a lot of people who have these figures complain. See, I just pulled that off. That thing is, you can put it right back on. But people who have these figures, they complain. They say, "Oh, well, my Light has the gaps here at the shoulders." Dude, grow up. You're an adult with a toy. If you can't figure out how the fucking articulation works, you need to put it down. Just push up on it. It goes right in there. Not a problem. Now, as far as his waist, like I said, there's no waist articulation, but he does have ball joints right there at the elbow. So his elbow moves upward and it spins at the same time. Wrists are able to spin and, you know, back and forth. Same thing with the other hand. Legs, you get movement out to about right there with him. You're not going to go any higher than focus. And I hate when it does this. Okay, you're not going to get any further than that. You can get him into some sitting poses, but outward movement like so. Top thigh spin. You got the double hinge knee, which I don't like to use because it separates the pants, you know, the middle section from the upper middle section, and it looks really funky. So, and as far as feet go, up and down, swivels, and turns left to right. So that's what you get as far as articulation. As far as accessories go, you get this face, which is supposed to be his nice guy face. And then you have this face, which is supposed to be a smirking face, which pretty much looks like his nice guy face. So how you swap them out, so you remove the hair, which is on a magnet, as you see at the front, piece of metal there. It holds it together, not very tightly, but it is, I mean, it's not going to fall off from you fucking with it, but I mean, it's not snapping in or anything. You know, you might can hear a little. I don't know if you can hear it, but you just pop the face off, and it's on a block peg, so square, snaps on securely. It's pretty nice. As far as his accessories go, he comes with a lot of them. One of them is his watch. This didn't come on him. It can come off. I put it on. I always leave it on so I don't lose it. I'm not going to tell you the significance of the watch. It's not just to tell time. You guys should watch the anime and see what he does with it, but it's really important to him. So it was a nice touch that they added that. Also, put it back here. Also, he comes with a figure stand. I've never used it, so I mean, it's probably pretty sturdy. It looks like a Figma stand. Those work pretty well, very tight. So he also comes with, when you move this out the way, here is his bag of potato chips. That's his open death note. Now, his hand is not able to be removed from that death note. That one's stuck in, but you know, who cares? That's his cell phone, which is upside down. It's an open phone. You can't really, I mean, you can't close it at all, but it's very detailed. So, pretty nice. This is a case for you to keep all this crap in. I never used it either. Handcuffs. Now, the handcuffs work just like any other handcuffs that you've ever seen in your life. They close, they open. Pull a little button there to pop them open. You know, he comes with a closed death note. Pretty detailed. He comes with a pen. Now, obviously, he needs a pen to write with. So, and it's pretty small, so be careful with it. You don't want to lose it. If you lose it, you pretty much lose the essence of the figure. The figure's no good without something to write with. And I know you don't want to be trying to make a pen, a makeshift a pen, you know, so just be careful. He comes with spare hands. A fist, a pointing finger, a couple open hands. I'll show you pretty much what the hands are for, because they're significant in the way he stands and does little gestures in the anime. So, and then he comes with the pen holding hand, which I'm going to, show you guys what's up with that. Well, we can get to that right now. Okay, let's focus in. Now, what you want to do is you want to swap the hands out. It's an import figure, so don't go snatching and tugging on this thing like it's something made here in the States, because they're not meant for play per se. It's more for an adult collector or someone that's older than 14 years old. And this figure cost me about $70. So you hold it and just pull it out. You're gonna hear a snap. Don't worry, it's not you breaking your figure. It's on a peg. Now I'm going to use the pen holding hand. You're going to hold it at the top wrist where the peg doesn't move back and forth as much. And you're going to plug it in slowly at an angle, and you're going to roll it into the hole. And then bam, it's in there. Now the pen fits between the fingers. You slide it in, and like so. That's the kids coming in. Never mind them. But that's him holding the pen. Now you're going to, same thing with this wrist. Pop it out. Take off the watch. You're going to place the watch. Focus in. You're going to place the watch over the wrist, like so. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to roll it in there. And there he is. Death Note, open, pen hand, writing. You have him looking down at the book, and he's writing in it. And I mean, it's a really nice figure. You guys on the ACBA Facebook page, Thai Start Artist, Thai Figures on YouTube, he sent me a message like, yeah, have you seen this? And I told him, I said, I actually want to surprise you and show you that I got these. I was just going to do some ACBA with him. Oh shit, he's on it. But that's pretty much how everything works. It's a great figure. Honestly, I mean, the figure is an awesome figure, especially for what it is. It's very nice. You can do a lot of different things with it. As far as some of the gestures that I was going to show you, he does a lot of come here gestures, or take my hand, because he thinks he's a god. I'll give you that. So he does a lot of take my hand poses and shit like that. You can actually have him holding his bag of chips, because he always sits and eats chips, and he holds them like so. Have him holding his bag of chips. You can also use like this hand here with the finger extended to actually have him reaching inside the bag of chips. If you have it in the opposite hand, or get the figure and you mess around with it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of different things you can actually do with this figure. So I recommend you guys get it. And I also appreciate anybody who bears with me through this shaky review, because I have the hardest time reviewing Japanese figures with a flesh tone mode. My camera and the lighting, I mean, it does all types of weird shit. So, and then as you see, the focus thing is just ridiculous. I don't really know what the hell is going down, but and also he's able to hold pretty much any of the stuff. I mean, he has a hand for everything. So it's not like they're giving you a bunch of hands and they're just hands to have. You just got to figure out what hand you want him to do what with. You know? I mean, he can hold his Death Note in the hands or whatever. You know, put it in that one. Even though he's holding it backwards. But I mean, it's just the point that he can hold it, you know. So I recommend the figure to anybody that's in anime or into Death Note. You know, that being said, this is Pharaoh Black, and as always, peace and love.